Hi, thank you for dropping by Media Champions. I'm your host, Mary Therese in Atlanta. It's our pleasure to have subject matter experts on this program so that we can discuss in detail what's happening in the world of media and marketing. This afternoon, we're excited to have Maximillian AM on the program. Maximillian, welcome to Media Champions from MXI Media. So glad to have you here.
Thank you so much, Mary. I'm glad to be here.
All right, first off the bat, I got to ask, because I know everybody does. Your website is smoking, and you are in a spacesuit. Care to share?
That's right. Well, I work in the creative industries. My best friends are photographers. So we had a great photo shoot in 2020, just well lit. I just liked how he had my face looking in that photo. And I was thinking, I need a new profile picture. I want something that says I'm creative, but I'm also something. I love having reverence. I like being respected. And so I was like, astronauts, there's a reverence to astronauts that you automatically respect them when you think about them. So what if I just put my face on an astronaut suit and then I use that as my profile picture? And so that's what that is. I didn't go to space,
Well,
unfortunately.
I, I think you're out of this world. It's awesome. I would love to dive right in straight away because I'm here to tell you this has not been discussed on this show before until today. You're the first. So
Okay,
hit it hard, my friend. I want to talk
let's
about
do it.
non-fungible tokens. Nobody has
Oh
talked about
goodness.
that, but that's a thing. We need
Yeah.
to educate folks on what is happening with this and why it's so important for people to have that one of a kind digital asset when it comes to their brand, their story, because things are
Sure.
moving and shaking and changing, and you want to be part of the party.
That's true. You know, NFTs, and I'm definitely not the authority, but I can tell you from all of my research, from all of my reading and watching the latest and greatest what's happening, NFTs are widely misunderstood. A lot of people just think of them as art, as graphic art, as they always say, you know, I could just screenshot it and I've stolen your NFT. But the art is simply a physical it's a visual representation of what the NFT, what belies. It's really a contract, and an NFT is a contract that says you own this person. If you own an NFT, you own. It's really if you know, I have a background in IT and software development and code, so it's all just code. You own this asset that lives on the blockchain. It's just probably like 8 digits or something. It's really like the Matrix. You just own this little domain URL, but along with that domain can come ownership of royalties, ownership of some type of whatever it says in the contract of revenue. So if this thing is sold over and over and over, if it's in the contract that you created, you can have a cut of that sale every time, as opposed to real art in the real world. Oftentimes, or even music or films, the original creators may not have a big cut when it's resold, especially in fine art. But with NFT, when things are sold and sold and sold, it's written in the contract, in the code somewhere, that the original artist is going to get a royalty or have some, at least there's ownership proof. And so NFT that's how people are using it now, but there's so much potential for what can happen here.
Well, as an artist should. And speaking of artists, I know that you have done some serious work with musical artists, with people in the fashion
hmm
industry, you know, helping them tell their stories the best way that you
hmm
know how, covering the gamut. Can we talk about what it's like working with such a variety of people and being just blessed to be able to tell these stories and how
hmm
you do it to get it to the right audience, because just telling a
hmm
story isn't good enough. You have to make sure you reach the right audience.
hmm Yeah, and I am blessed. I am blessed not only to work with these. I love creative people. I am a creative myself. In 2010, I was songwriting and producing music, and what I realized was I didn't know how to make a living, and that's exactly why I do the work that I do. Is because all of my friends are so creative, from photographers to models to directors, writers, musicians, producers. They're so talented and skilled, and the projects they create are wonderful, but they don't know how to monetize. They don't understand that they are a brand themselves. They're their own company, you know. as Jay-Z said, I am a businessman. And so I help them to brand, I help them to market, I help them to identify who their target audience is. I help them to design or write their story so that it impacts in the right way, that in the way that they want to. And I help them to set themselves up as a business, LLC and business structures and tax structures, website. I do web design. So I'm helping them to quit their day job, which is often sort of that result that every entrepreneur wants. I want to quit my day job. I hate my 9 to 5, and they want to make a living with what they do. I help to empower them to make that happen.
Well, you're doing it well, and I have to say, you're the real deal, because also on your website, you're giving examples of people that you have helped with what they have done, what they've invested, and what the ROI is. And that speaks volumes to you. Kudos, because it's showing that you know your stuff and you're really there to help people. Last question. If you were on an elevator with someone and you could give them one tip about just having some sort of media plan, what is that one tip?
Well, it's all about authenticity. It's all about purpose, intention, and goals, as my therapist told me. Is if you can align, if you can identify what your purpose is, all of your intentions in terms of your wants and your needs, if they align with the purpose, it'll work out if you're being authentic and you're talking to your audience in a very transparent way. I talk to my audience and say, today was a good day, today was a bad day. These are my plans. My plans didn't work out that time, but I've learned and I'm going for it. And as my audience, I appreciate you and support me along this journey. Please support me. This is how you can support me. Call to action. And so my message is be authentic, be transparent, let everybody know how they can work with you, how they can support you, and be worthy of support.
Oh, well, today was a good day because Maximillian, you and your authentic self was on the program. Thank you for being here on Media Champions.
Thank you, Mary. So I'm honored and very grateful. Thank you.
The honor is ours, and the honor is going to be ours to share with our viewing audience. When you want to connect with Maximillian, you got to see this website. It's fantastic. We can do that. Check us out at dailyadbrief.com. We'll see you next time on Media Champions.
Simplify presents Addressable CTV, combining the power of TV with the targeting and attribution of digital. Simplify's Addressable CTV delivers massive reach with the ability to scale without sacrificing precision. TV buyers can generate incremental reach with household-level targeting, frequency controls, reporting, and insights. To learn more about Simplify's Addressable CTV and what it can do for your clients, visit simply.fi.